what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and check out the links in the description. Social media handles are also down below under this video. So The Falcon and the Winter Soldier has come to an end. The series finale premiered, last night, today, whenever you watch it. But we already now have a Captain America 4 is officially being announced, starring Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson. And it's going to be the same showrunner as The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So, spoiler alert, if you have not seen the finale episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Sam takes on the role of becoming Captain America, which I don't think that's a total spoiler because, we kind of saw that's how the series was headed. Cap gave him the shield at the end of Endgame, and it was kind of, a journey to get there through the series. So here's the comicbook.com article and, kind of sharing the announcement. So after taking on the mantle in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it looks like Anthony Mackie will headline his own film with Captain America 4, officially in the works from Marvel Studios. The series showrunner Malcolm Spellman is returning to pen the script with Dylan Moussan, which will likely continue the adventures of Sam Wilson as he embraces his role as the new Star-Spangled Avenger. So, like I was saying, given how the finale of The Falcon and Winter Soldier shaped up on Disney Plus, this is not surprising. All right. And after all the teases the show's creators made about a second season, this is the logical next step. So the end of the series kind of leads into what would be a movie potentially for him as Captain America. The new report from The Hollywood Reporter says that casting and directing prospects are currently unknown, though it seems unlikely that the project would continue without Mackie or Winter Soldier actor Sebastian Stan. That makes sense. Well, of course for Anthony Mackie, but also for Sebastian Stan, that makes sense as well. Executive producer Nate Moore previously teased plans for a follow-up during an interview with IndieWire earlier this week. He said, "We've definitely kicked around ideas because we always like to keep thinking about where things can go, but we also, frankly, in the crush of the pandemic, we're just trying to finish the show and make sure it got out in a timely manner." Well, yeah. Hopefully at the end of this season, you will see the potential for what we could tell in a subsequent season, but it looks like it's leading into a movie. This news comes after previous reports indicating that Steve Rogers would be returning in some capacity, with actor Chris Evans rumored to be making a return to the MCU's Captain America. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige has since shot down those rumors during an interview with Entertainment Weekly. He said, "I rarely answer no to anything anymore because things are always surprising me with what happens, but that rumor, I think, was dispelled rather quickly by the man himself," Feige said in the interview. Oh, I know what he's talking about when Chris Evans was tweeting and he was like, "I didn't, news to me," or whatever he said when there was a story that came out that said he was returning, and Chris Evans seemed to know nothing about it. So it seems like that's what he's referring to. Yes, okay, Feige referenced Evans' own tweets in response to the news where he cast doubt on the report's validity. This paves the way for Mackie to feature in a starring role in the MCU, taking over the mantle of the premier member of Earth's mightiest heroes. As of now, there is no possible release date mentioned, of course, for Captain America 4. Stay tuned. Okay. So, yeah, it's not surprising. Marvel doesn't waste any time with these kind of things. They turn out movies constantly, quickly, and they're obviously not wasting time seeing their response to the show. I know some people haven't loved the show, but I personally enjoyed it more than I expected to. I didn't think I was going to dislike it, but I also didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. The finale, I felt like could have been I don't know. The finale was a little bit less climactic. Like, I think I enjoyed the overall series more than the finale. Spoiler alert, the cool thing about the finale was seeing Sam in his new suit, taking on the role of Captain America, and being, there is one part in the episode that I really liked, and it's when Sam, Captain America, is being, he's like confronting these world leaders and being inspiring, and the world is seeing him because there's cameras and it's being broadcast, and I really liked that part. And I had actually recorded watching the finale episode, but I felt like it wouldn't have been worth the time to go and edit it down because there just wasn't enough reaction from me to the finale, if that makes sense. But overall, the series was really good. I really enjoyed it. And especially I was surprised because um I was never really like super invested in these characters, Falcon or Bucky or the Winter Soldier. Um, and to be honest, I was kind of annoyed with how much Captain America movies were focused on Bucky or on the Winter Soldier, including Civil War. So I was kind of like, ugh, why? I was kind of like getting sick of the focus being on him so much when it was supposed to be like it was Captain America movies. That was just my opinion. But the Winter Soldier movie is great. But I'm talking about like after that, Winter. I didn't understand why Civil War was so much focus on him. But anyway, um, I actually really liked him in this show and Winter Soldier, Bucky. And I also liked Zemo more in this series than I did in Civil War. So that was surprising to me too. But I thought it was a great series overall. Like I said, finale probably could have been better. It was just kind of like a lot of back-to-back fights, in my opinion. But like I said, I think the best thing was seeing Sam become Captain America, get an awesome suit from Wakanda, hearing about the like Isaiah, his character and his story, and the fact that all these super soldiers and all of these soldiers were being experimented on back in the day, like that was a cool story. I felt like the series hit on current things that are happening in our current climate in the US, and I felt like that was important. I've seen some people on both sides of that. Some people didn't feel like it was necessary, but I do think it's necessary to represent and show those things in shows, in series, in movies, especially things that have a huge audience. And also I thought it was good that they finally addressed some of the issues that the blip would have caused or led to, like people being refugees or people not having a home to return to, being dislocated from their being dislocated being like having to get in touch with their families again. So I felt like finally they addressed those kinds of issues, like, oh, everyone's back, everything's back to normal. No, in this show they finally addressed those kinds of things that would have happened from people being gone for 5 years. So overall it was a good show. I'm not surprised that there's a new Captain America announcement for a movie. But then comicbook.com also mentioned that Anthony Mackie's Captain America 4 is a separate project from the reported project that brings Chris Evans back to the MCU. So this probably says some of the same things that was just in the other article. Okay, so this also mentions something different. It says, according to sources close to Deadline, Kevin Feige's Marvel Studios is developing 2 Cap-centric projects. Spellman's Captain America 4, which is, the film focused on Mackie's Sam Wilson Captain America, and the possible Evans project that would be separate. Oh, wow. Okay. So in January, Deadline reported Evans was in talks to return to Marvel. Oh, that's who reported it. Yeah. Okay. At least one Marvel property with the door open for a second film. But that's when I think he was kind of confused when Chris Evans was like, oh, I don't know what they're talking about. Evans' return would not be as the headlining character in a new Captain America installment, with sources comparing Rogers' return as a role like Tony Stark's, in superhero ensemble Civil War, or the standalone Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming, where Downey Stark mentored a rookie Peter Parker. So the longtime Marvel star refuted the report about his return. Yes, news to me, I remember that. Okay. Okay, so this is, I don't know, I'm still kind of unclear about this. It says Sam and Bucky have talked about Rogers mostly in the past, referring to this in this series, at one point saying Steve is gone, but it's unclear if the former Cap died from old age or returned to the timeline where he married Peggy. That's true. But this is okay. This is the same quote from the other article. When Feige was asked about the Evans rumored return, this is when he said, I rarely answer no to anything anymore because things are always surprising me with what happens. But that rumor, I think, was dispelled rather quickly by the man himself. So same quote. But it still says that there's a separate. So I don't know. Is there going to be 2? Is there just going to be 1? It says both. So I guess we'll see if they do both. But like it says, Chris Evans, Captain America, wouldn't be the headlining Captain America. That's now passed on to Anthony Mackie as Sam. So yeah, I mean, like, not surprised, but let me know what you think of that. Are you happy that, he has taken on the role of Captain America? Do you think it should have just, I mean, it's accurate, it that all that happens in the comics and everything, but let me know what you guys thought of the series overall and about this announcement. And yeah, so leave your thoughts down below, and thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.